Bullseye was created for you to be able to have other people on your account as well. That way, you can create a group that you might want to track things together with. Think of it as a way for you to create an account for your family or your coaching group or a general group of people that you just want to be able to work with to be able to meet a common goal. So in this case, let's go with finances in the context of a financial coaching group. So what we want to do is add additional users, and there are three different types of users. An admin is what you are if you created an account. You can also, as an admin, create other admins as well. A mentor or a coach would be exactly what that sounds like. A mentor or a coach, somebody that is in charge of a group of people to help them become better, more financially responsible. In this case, if you're a personal trainer, you can put your clients under the student section, and maybe you have one client that really stands out and they could be a mentor. So those are really your three different levels. And what we're going to do right quick is just create an additional user here and walk through that process. So I'll go create a user by clicking the user manager and then create a user. And the very first thing it's going to ask me is, who are we creating? So in this case, I'm just going to create an additional student. So I'll select that option here. And then what we're going to do is go give them a name. So we'll just say student one, and then we'll put in their email. So in this case, I just need to give them a fake email. And then we're going to put their phone number in. Not a real phone number, y'all. All right. And then down here we have assign mentors. So in this case, the only other user that I have is my admin account. So they're going to be the mentor. And then we're going to assign an object, and we want them to start tracking their finances. So if I had multiple objects, I could select multiple objects from there as well. After that, all I have to do is click on create user, and now that user is created, they'll get an email that will welcome them to Bullseye and have them click on a link so that they can go through the process of verifying their account and getting logged in. And from there, they'll already have access to the finances object that you've created because you assigned it to them. And then as the student, all they need to do is log in, and they won't have the stuff under the admin section because this is specifically for admins, but what they'll be able to see is a dashboard, any questionnaires that are created, their profile, and their objects that they can log to. And they'll also be able to take a look at the documentation and changelog, but this particular section does not exist for a normal student or user. Now, what can you do with that as an admin or a mentor of that particular student? So let's say me, Justin F here, this is my admin account that we're logged in with, wants to see what student one is logging. So I can go into the user manager as I am now and click on the particular areas here and be able to edit their info, but really what I'm focusing on is their logging. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard right quick, and now what you'll notice is I have access to something else. So what I can do is go over to my edit dashboard, and now I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can show you what we're doing here, but we're going to add a widget. And if you recall earlier, I only had the My Finances one, but now that I have a student and they're assigned an object, I can go ahead and select the student there, and I'll add that widget. And then I can click on the little grip here and move this on up and make this a little bit larger, maybe match it side by side. You'll see a tag here letting you know that's for student one, that's the name, and this one's yours. And we'll click on save. Now that student hasn't obviously logged any data yet, so that's why we see no data available. But now I can easily add additional students to my dashboard to be able to get to their data and take a look. And then I can even click on the little eye icon to be able to go to that data as well and see really what they're doing. So if I was going to dive into a student, maybe we have a weekly coaching session or something like that, I can always go take a look at what they're logging by clicking on the eye, and that will just show me all of the information that that student has logged for this particular tracking object that we have here.